Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We welcome you inside the Iroquois Park Sports Center here in Whitby, Ontario, as we continue our season-long coverage of the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League, here presented by the JVI Sports Network and supported by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. I'm Matthew Carrick alongside our JVI Sports Network crew. You just had a look at the Toronto Beaches. Our first look at them, their first game of the season. It's the home opener for the Whitby Warriors, who look to become the first team in the OJLL this season to 2 wins after they defeated the Oakville Buzz the last time we spoke out in Oakville. Looks like Caleb Martin will get the start. Down to our right, the white jerseys, blue numbers and buckets for the Whitby Warriors. And in net for the Beaches, number 98, Will Johnson, who had a solid performance in the bubble last year at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center, the tournament style. Second year at the helm for Riley O'Connor. And Sean Williams and the Warriors are set to go, as are we. Glad to have you along for a little Tuesday night Junior A lacrosse action from here in Ontario. Quick start here for the Warriors, who get out, and a shot and an arm save. Looked like through the crease was Scott Reed after that draw play breakout. And now the Beaches head down floor. Phoenix Lefebvre a little bit too far for Lefebvre to come down with it, as Whitby will go back the other way. Jake Doolittle. Doolittle cutting back in, look out. Put the brakes on just before the hit arrived. Parker Pfeiffer. We had Pfeiffer for, what was it, 8 points, I believe, in that game in Oakville. As the ball comes back to Jack Oldman, we'll have highlights of that game in the second period, second intermission. And in the first, a word from Riley O'Connor, as here comes Lefebvre again, facing 2 Whitby forwards, however, so Lefebvre elects to put on the brakes and get the draw team out there. Willem Firth, second junior season for Firth, over to the far side, big fake from David Anderson. Beaches bring it back up top. Shot clock violation there and no time. For a shot from the Beaches. Whitby coming back the other way. Shot clock appears to be incorrect already, as it's down, count is down on the floor. You might be able to hear it, and down to about 5 seconds now, as it's put up top for Adam Poitras, who did not play in that game last weekend. Mason Blacktop, cross center for the Beaches now, who continue to set up. Pass looking for Greg Palmer, I believe, when Aaron comes back, and a quick shot from Matt Collison, who also had a strong performance in the bubble. Beaches back to pick up. Got a reset of the shot clock. Sean McMahon heading off. Ball works quickly into the corner. Room to shoot and a score. There to open the scoring from Willem Firth. And 1-0 early on here for the Beaches. Don't even see Firth. There he is, takes big contact, works down to the corner. And low defender, just a little too high off the crease. And how about the finish there? Here in OJLL, it's your feet crossing that cylinder line, and Firth doing a good job to keep the feet out of that cylinder, as we get a face-off violation there against Whitby. Zach Miller working out of the corner now. 3 minutes gone here in the first period. Under 10 on the shot clock, now 5 as Firth goes sidearm this time, hits the end dasher board. And reset called for as Trayson Stewart, pardon me, Kobe Hanser picked up. Trayson Stewart in the lineup tonight after scoring his first junior goal in that game in Oakville as Poitras tries the dive attempt and stepped in the crease. Beaches back the other way, a twist there from Dan May. Rebound bounces into the far corner.
Don't forget to pick up your 50-50
Ball working all the way back up top. Shot there handled by Martin. And the Beaches will go back the other way. Falling in front was Jake Darlison. I think Whitby was looking to pass there, so now scrambling late in the shot clock, and the shot does come. Will Johnson making the save. Rebound picked up by Mason Blacktop. Quickly down the floor and scoring was Nathan Pouliot. And the Beaches 2-0. Let's watch this one head down floor. Cleanly picked up there by Blacktop, who shovels it the length of the floor. What a find and what a finish in for Pouliot. Nothing Beaches already here in the opening 5 minutes of this first period. To the outside for Mike Anderson. Shot in on Johnson, who will hang on. Pass across for McMahon. Sean McMahon clears center. Down into the corner. Spinning away from pressure is Zach Miller. Miller gets taken down, now draws 3, and then takes a two-handed chop in the kidney pads. And our first penalty of the game will come to Whitby. Thank you, referee Sands. Out there with Jeremy Bailey as well. And the Beaches a chance to go up 3 here, with Collison taking shooter spot. Firth quarterbacking the power play. A fake. And in went Taylor Dooley. And Whitby there to pick up and head back the other way. Scott Reed. It was Zach Shepard going off for the slash as Poitras slams on the brakes. You can see a little bit slick. And as I say that, down goes Reed as Poitras comes back. Loose ball picked up by the Beaches, however. Slick, especially in the net, or in the end rather, down to our left. And it hasn't even really been that hot here inside Iroquois Park Sports Center. A cooler day here in Southern Ontario in the GTA. Matt Collison. Right in front of us, air conditioning ducts. So excited to be back here in a couple months' time as Collison's shot from up top hits a leg right as the shot clock sounds, and penalty time down under a minute now. 45 seconds to be exact, as we've got 13 and a half to go in the first period. Whitby just inside the restraining line. Kobe Hanser getting worked over here by Jack Parolin. Parolin still on Hanser. Pass to Darlison, cleanly intercepted. Headed the other way is Dooley. Taylor Dooley to Willem Firth. Last chance perhaps for the Beaches here on their man advantage. Keeping it on the left side. No look in front, and Firth just shot it wide. I believe it's Jacob Hickey who might be wearing 20 tonight. As beating the double team, passing out in front. Nifty little play there from Whitby, but it's the Beaches again getting it and heading up floor. Dylan Robinson passing back, a big stutter step just past center by Firth. And Willem Firth, after his defender fell on his way to the crease. Collison's pass didn't quite get there. Collison gets it back, the shot. And Collison went through the crease. So here's Whitby now. Peyton Wallace towards center where he got stripped. And cleanly picked up by Sean McMahon. McMahon back for Ferry. Josh Ferry to Jacob Hickey. Now Firth will put it into the far corner. Here's Firth. Greg Palmer out there on offense. First shot doesn't work. Rebound will. As the Beaches now up by 3. As look at all of the space created on that far side. Palmer the no-look pass. And then space on that side. Wow. There was space for the original shot from Firth. But the defense back and forth there for Whitby. Halfway through the shot clock now for Whitby as they set up. Poitras, no room to shoot, backed all the way out. Now up top, sidearm shot around a screen. Made there by Jack Oldman, and on the run. Oldman got there for the over and back right as the shot clock sounded, so take your pick on the reason for the Beaches getting the ball here. Up top for Hickey. Works its way back to Collison now. Collison far side, low shot. And that bounces off of Caleb Martin and up out of play. So Collison and the Beaches, fresh 30 to work with. Palmer crashes into the defense in the middle. Big hit. After the violation there as Taylor Dooley went down. Dooley scoring the third and most recent Beaches goal to give them a 3-0 lead as we approach the halfway mark of this first period. Poitras faked like he was headed to the net, and then Lane really blocked off. What a goal there, diving on the near side of the crease. Parker Pfeiffer, hot campaign continues. Pfeiffer all alone, making sure this is all good. Yes, still, and wow. Textbook crease dive, and Stewie liking it behind that net as well. Parker Pfeiffer, man, gonna have a monster season. Already having a monster season for the Whitby Warriors, but gets one on the board here for Whitby. Under 10 to play in our first period. Collison to Firth. No look, they go back door. And I'm not sure if Martin got a piece of that, but the shot clock does reset. Firth.
Assistant number 15, Tracy Stewart.
Palmer. Under 10 on the shot clock as the Beaches had to chase the rebound all the way back. Now it will reset, or it will not reset as Peyton Wallace picks up in the corner. Riley Fox. Through Poitras. Works back to Pfeiffer. Now Anderson. A lot of movement with the lefties as that shot goes through, and Johnson the save. Back for Pfeiffer. Low shot coming, and Fox pay Johnson, but not the post. As Pfeiffer will get another chance with a fresh 30. Pfeiffer around to pick. Over to Poitras, cutting through Fox. Diving Anderson, and still somehow all of the pressure there for Whitby, and nothing to show for it as Johnson stands tall. Here's Josh Ferry back the other way. Long pass back towards center for Palmer. Out in the middle, and a bouncing shot off Martin. Whitby want to take off if they can get the rebound. They do, up to John Wheeler, but Wheeler all alone with no help whatsoever. Gives off to Jack Ullman, and he'll head off himself. Out to the half boards. In towards the crease now for Poitras. Interference call resets the shot clock. Or should have, but didn't, as in towards the crease for Ullman. And into the crease, so move point there on the 30. Oof. Jack Parolin nearly misplayed it and gave the Warriors an opportunity, but now they will get one with the clean interception from Owen Tapper. I want to say hello to everyone watching. If you're live on the YouTube channel, check in from where you're watching from, as Adam Poitras' shot resets the clock. Rebound back for Pfeiffer, working a two-man game here with Michael White, and White's shot just went wide. Back for Jake Darlison. He'll come across for Pfeiffer. Shot clock nearing 10 seconds as Pfeiffer backs around a big collision right in front there between White and I believe Mason Blacktop. And ball slowly rolls its way into Johnson just as the shot clock expired. Here is Blacktop. Finds a man off the bench. Firth got past a stumbling defender. Nearly slipped himself as he got it towards the extended goal line. And now through Hickey. Back for Firth. Under 6 to play in the period. Willem Firth to the far side, and a delayed penalty being called by Jeremy Bailey. The Warriors gonna head back to the penalty box. Second time tonight, and it's a slash both times. This one will be Jake Doolittle going off as we get our first water break of the period as well. Be sure to subscribe to our JVI Sports Network YouTube channel, as well as the OJLL page, Ontario Junior Lacrosse League. Post-game interviews from last season posted up there, and there may be some game footage going up on that channel as well, so make sure you're subscribed over there. And once again, we want to thank the Dairy Farmers of Ontario for partnering here for the second time for the OJLL and their hashtag Milk Up campaign. Be sure to follow at the OJLL on social media, as well as there will be a few more partnerships announced in the next probably week or so. Some big announcements coming from the OJLL. And JVI Sports Network happy to be a part of it, all the way towards the Minto Cup. First opportunity for the Beaches, turned aside by Martin. And now Whitby in rag mode with John Wheeler keeping it high. It's got Anderson to the far side. Got around a slipping Beaches defender. No sign of pressure whatsoever for Whitby there in their first 30 seconds as Tapper just sends it deep. And Adam Poitras will make sure the 30 clock expires. Under 5 to play in the period. Chris Main making sure you know there's 1 minute left in the power play as well here tonight. As Hickey takes it up top. Collison had time to think about and plan that low shot, but Martin there to match that, crouching over top. Owen Tapper into the corner for Oldman. We'll see if the Warriors, with about 35 seconds here, decide to go for some offense. Oldman still with it in the corner, gives for Pfeiffer now. Double team about to arrive, so Pfeiffer will just roll it down into the corner where Liam McKay will wait out the 30-second clock. So with 4 minutes left in the period, Beaches down to their final chance here on the man advantage, with Hickey taking top spot. Penalty has expired as that ball goes up and out of play. Hickey. Shot clock sounds, but that should have reset when the ball went out of play, as shoveling it towards the net and wide. And now getting up and heading off the floor is they're late in the shot clock. That will be the violation call from Zach Miller. Phoenix Lefebvre, high defensive set here for the Beaches. Anderson goes around Stewart, Trayson Stewart setting the screen, and a little too much on the screen. We'll hand the ball back Toronto's way. Coming up in the first intermission, we sat down with Riley O'Connor. Got his thoughts on his second season at the helm of this Toronto Beaches bench. Expectations from him and the squad heading into this 2022 Ontario Junior Lacrosse League season. Pick and roll doesn't work there for the Beaches as they were looking for Hickey. Interception here and headed off down the floor. Crease violation all alone from Dylan Robinson. Now Oldman for Fox. Pfeiffer, no room to shoot. Pfeiffer still pushed outside. Oldman gets it back. Sheldon Broughton playing defense on him. That goes off of Johnson and up out of play. As Pfeiffer sends it all the way back up top. The shot from Darlison handled by Johnson. 2-minute warning here at Iroquois Park Sports Center. As Firth had thoughts of heading towards the net, but was stripped from behind, and on the loose ball, Firth went through the crease, so Ben McDonnell brings it up towards center before heading off after the pass to Pfeiffer. Poitras. Anderson, a couple side steps and look out, still up for grabs, and interference called there on the far side. As Poitras was taken all the way into the outside boards by Josh Ferry. Pfeiffer shoots past a screen and a kick save made by Johnson, and coming down in the crease I believe was Poitras. Nearing the last minute here of the first period, which seems to have flown by quickly. Under a half hour to play this opening frame, including anthem and everything else. Here's Collison. Taken down in the corner was David Anderson. Gets back up, still shoots. Anderson all the way. Right as the shot clock expires as well. Anderson gets taken down, still with the ball, gets around the screen. A fake shot, beats another defender, and makes it 4-1. What a play from David Anderson. Look at this from Poitras now all the way back the other way. Couple nifty moves. And I think we're gonna have a timeout on the Beaches side of the ball. 27 seconds showing left on the clock. Scott Ludwig tuning in from Minneapolis. Good evening, Scott. Glad to have you aboard as we bring you action from Whitby, Ontario. At least there's no Game 7 to contend with tonight. I know there was the other day. Reminder for our social media handles as well. JVI Sports Network is at JVI Video. And the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League is at the OJLL. Again, some big announcements coming over the next week or so over on that channel. Be sure to subscribe to them. Instagram and Twitter, as well as the YouTube channel. Like this video and you'll get more of them like it as the season goes on. There's a playlist on the JVI channel as well if you need to get caught up or relive last year's bubble season. As play is whistled in here, Johnson on the bench. And they'll just wait out the clock here, probably down to 7 or 8 seconds. Firth is high on the near side, along with the ball carrier on the far. Here is 7 seconds. It's a screen from Collison. Firth, cross crease pass, and the one-timer went off the backboards, and Hickey, no time to take a shot. Hickey gets tied up afterwards with Scott Reed. But it looks like that's all that's going to come of that at the end of the first period. 4-1 here in favor of the Toronto Beaches, as we had a chance to catch up with their head coach, Riley O'Connor. And here's what he had to say about his season's upcoming season.
My name is Riley O'Connor, and I'm the head coach of the Toronto Beaches.
Jacobs with a fake take and scores! Stone Jacobs with his second goal of the game, and that one's a big one as the Beaches regain their lead 8-7.
The reason I took the job at the Toronto Beaches is because I love coaching, especially with the staff we have here, some of my best friends. And I love the group we've assembled. For me, you win with people, and I think we've got a competitive team here. Doing it alongside some of my best friends as well makes it pretty memorable, and it's going to be a special year, I hope. In order to win this league, I think it's going to take everyone, so I'm really looking forward to that. This is my second year coaching the Toronto Beaches. The first year was in a bit of a shortened season in the bubble. I'm lucky enough to still play, so I bring that as experience as a player, and I feel that I can help relate to the kids well with that knowledge. I also coach at the high school level, which is field lacrosse, but again, coaching is a big passion of mine, so I'm excited to be out here with this group. Game IQ, experience, playing inside out, playing those hard minutes, winning lacrosse is what we're kind of trying to instill and preach into our guys here. So That's kind of the biggest thing. I think everyone out here is extremely and ultra, skilled and talented, but now it's fine-tuning the subtleties of the game. That's one thing we want to incorporate into our daily training and gameplay is the joy. We've been off for a long time now, so I think just being back out here playing is pretty special. I think the 2.5-year layoff for the players is definitely a factor, but I think the big thing is it's the same for everyone. So it's an even playing field, and I know the early games are going to be important for us to shake some rust off. And practice time is going to be crucial, but again, like I said, I think it's kind of the same for every team, so it's going to be a good challenge. Junior A lacrosse in Ontario is the best and most competitive league in the world outside of the NLL, I believe. So playing against the best every night is going to be a test, but I can't wait to see what our group has in store, and I believe we're up for the challenge. The opportunity to compete at the highest level is something that I think is extremely valuable. So that's probably the biggest thing I'm looking forward to this summer. We expect to win every night, and we're going to definitely play that way. So I think that's something that has to be earned, though. Like I said, this is the most competitive and best league in the world, so it's going to be ultra competitive night in, night out. So that's going to be our goal as a staff and as a team and as an organization, to put our best foot forward every single night and every single game we're out there.
Ontario Junior Lacrosse League games are sponsored by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario and their hashtag Milk Up campaign. For more information, including recipes, visit new.milk.org and OntarioJuniorLacrosse.com for the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League. As we're happy to have the Dairy Farmers of Ontario back on board. There is the Whitby bench, trailing by 3 after that first period. The only goal to speak of from who else but Parker Pfeiffer. Adam Poitras and Trayson Stewart picking up assists. Willem Firth a goal and an assist in that period. Hickey with an assist. David Anderson, Taylor Dooley, Nathan Pouliot, the other goal scorers. Pouliot has an assist, as does Mason Blacktop. Toronto went 0 for 2 on the power play and called a timeout. In behind Will Johnson, who remains in the net. Caleb Martin has been down to our left for about 2 minutes now, as Beach is a bit late coming out of the dressing room. Which gives us a chance to say hi to, I hope it's Eden from Coquitlam, BC. Lucas Argier watching from Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn with an I, local here to Whitby. And Chance Leonard, I'm going to screw up the town, but Massillon, Ohio, I believe. And Jose Horn, hello to you as well as we get set for the second period. Teams have switched sides, so Whitby working left to right here in this second frame. Ball into the corner, quickly back up top for Jake Darlison. Darlison getting back to Poitras, who cuts to the middle. And off the end boards, tipped up over top of the Whitby forward, down to the crease. Long pass there for Poitras. And Johnson steps quickly to the left to take that one away. Brought out by Liam McKay, up and over center for the Beaches, but turned over here into the stick of Michael White. White will slow things down, and Beaches didn't quite get their full offensive change, but I think we're getting a delayed penalty. Yes, we are. The net is empty down to our left. Extra attacker on here. Poitras onto the crease. Poitras, quick save from Johnson, and this was a rule change from a couple years ago. We keep playing. As Pfeiffer back for Anderson, the shot, bouncing ball off of Johnson, and we will continue as Trayson Stewart picks up. Stewart, another reset as it's played back there for Poitras. Big screen comes all the way up top into Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, no room to shoot. Oh, the quick stick from Poitras. Johnson off to his right, and the too many men call coming here against the Beaches, their first penalty of the game. And they're looking for, well, normally it would be the in-home player. I'm not sure that there are in-homes here in Junior A. There were 6 of them on the floor, so it's Dan May that will jog over and serve the 2 or less. Ball in the corner. All 5 have already touched it here in the opening 13 seconds of this power play. No look feed to Pfeiffer, who was cutting through. Pfeiffer's gone through the crease. Has a long shot there. Look out. Somehow getting it back was Riley Fox, and that was almost literally eaten by Taylor Dooley, who gets to the bench and heads down the tunnel. Keep our eye on Dooley. That hit Dooley up high. As Mac Donnell tied up with Collison in behind the play. They'll go their separate ways as Poitras passes to Pfeiffer. Halfway through this Warriors power play, give or take. Poitras and Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer backs away from top spot. It opens up there for Poitras, who shoots past the screen of Riley Fox, and Johnson there to turn that aside. Phoenix Lefebvre. Part of, I think it was 3 or 4 French-born players part of this Beaches roster last year. As Toronto runs through the crease, it was Whitby scoring an overtime goal on the final day of the round robin tournament to knock the Beaches out of semifinal contention. Brampton sneaking past Whitby en route to the final game, captured by St. Catharines last year. Here's Anderson, the shot off the end boards, up for grabs. Down low, Poitras will push it to Pfeiffer. Man advantage about to expire here as they set up again with Darlison going to the far side. Pfeiffer's shot off the shoulder of Johnson took a weird hop off the far glass, and now the Beaches. Dylan Robinson wanted to run it up, and look out, a couple big hits here as 2 Beaches players down, and Dylan Robinson has not got up, and now we'll get the stoppage. To see if we can catch what happened here. To just looks like a slip on the floor from Dylan Robinson. And you worry about knees, ankles, and yeah, something with that left leg, it would appear. Update Taylor Dooley, who is lined up in front of the Beaches bench. As there's the slip. Oh, it's, yeah. As he goes down, just kind of buckling over top. Dylan Robinson of that left kind of ankle, it looked like, as now he gets help over to the Toronto bench. So hope the best for Dylan Robinson here in game that the Beaches lead 4-1 with 15:49 to go. Stewart through Pfeiffer to the far side, halfway through the shot clock. Sidearm shot from Stewart. Loose ball picked up. And the Beaches bring it down in their zone. That was Caden Hewitt who brought it in. Now David Anderson takes over. Got the late goal in that first period. Hickey. Cross now for Anderson. Shot there, and Martin not sure where it is, bouncing around in his crease. And picked out by the Warriors. 5 minutes gone here in the period. With Poitras finding Trayson Stewart. The AP seeing nearly every offensive shift here tonight after a strong performance in, I believe, the first call-up game out in Oakville. Liam McKay. High pass brought down by Lefebvre. Lefebvre heads off here as Collison's got it on the far side. On the run, low shot. Skipped past Martin, so the shot clock continues to tick down. Collison gets it back with 5 to fire. Did, but missed the net, as this one will bounce up towards center and just left there by Callum McLeod. Anderson. Last one off the bench. Steps into a hard shot was Riley Fox. And then Sheldon Broughton fell on the far side, allowing the Warriors to pick up. And they start with a hidden ball play. It was in the stick of Poitras Anderson, the shot, and it bounced around behind Anderson and headed into the back of the net. The second Whitby goal. As Michael Anderson got the shot and just caught a piece of Johnson. Sounded actually like it hit the post in the back of Johnson as it was. Took a couple hops in behind. And caught in no man's land here was Dan May. To give the possession back. Cutting through, drawing a penalty on the shot. I believe that was Pfeiffer, who wants it again, alone on the crease. Net is empty again. As the Warriors are going to head back to the power play. Pfeiffer from Poitras on the last goal, as nearly got another one with Fox cutting through. Pfeiffer. Cross here for Poitras again. Down on the crease, Anderson, the quick stick. And what a save from Johnson as we get the penalty call. And I think Johnson calling for a water break there. Check from behind is the call from Jeremy Bailey on Phoenix Lefebvre. As Will Johnson asks for a water break, which gives us a chance to check out this save right at the end of the clock. Oh. Yeah, I think that's just a clean save off the arm. Wow. From Will Johnson. And this is going to be a 4-minute minor, double minor, excuse me. The Ontario checking from behind rule. Good luck, Chris. Hey, my guy. Anderson, Poitras, working around the horn. Last one to touch it, just the crease man on the near side, and not going to as Riley Fox's shot rips off the crossbar and out of play. Here's Poitras again. Pfeiffer taking the crease spot on the far side. Anderson cycling towards the top. Here's Darlison. Far side, sees part there for Poitras, and Johnson able to hang on. 4-2 in favor of the Beaches. Down a man for 4 minutes here. Have not scored yet in the period. Try one here though, as cutting to the net was Zach Miller, and that shot bounced in front of Martin before going up and out of play. Poitras jogging in, gives to Pfeiffer, who takes top spot. Off to the left for Fox, and down for Darlison. Poitras, Pfeiffer, returned for Anderson, out of his reach, was then knocked down with the ball up for grabs. Shot on Johnson, hung on to from Michael White. As here come the Beaches. Cross center again, Caden Hewitt, big hit. Hewitt goes down, and the ball recovered by Whitby. 13 seconds to go in the first part of the double minor, as that shot bounced wide, and the Beaches are going to kill off that first half. Big hit coming right at center, and ball pops out of the stick of Jack Parolin and gets called for the over and back. And Whitby wanted a quick reset. And now the over and back overruled on the far side as it was called a push on the back. So a break for the Beaches here with a reset at center as Anderson getting worked over by Tristan Dempers. Now the double team arrives. 3 Warriors facing Hewitt, who hits the deck hard again. Excuse me, that's Anderson. And Anderson, a few words, as this will even up the numbers, with Whitby headed to the box for the 3rd time tonight. And it'll be a cross-checking penalty with a minute 39 to go. Minute 29, excuse me. Our first 4-on-4 action of the night with Peyton Wallace headed into the box. No, it's not correct.
I messed up. I put it on the wrong side.
Now we're going to go anyways. All right, cool. Beaches. Palmer over the top. Palmer being chased all the way back towards the restraining line. Ball momentarily popped free. Palmer still with it. Was looking to give off to Zach Miller, and that pass intercepted. Here's John Wheeler down floor. Johnson turned it aside. Going up high to get it was Scott Reed, who was taken down before he came down with it. As we've passed the halfway mark of the period, clock is stopped running here in house. There it goes now. As picking the corner. What a shot from Riley Fox. And Whitby back within 1. Kind of a nothing play here, except for the pick from Pfeiffer. Big collision in front, and there is no chance that Johnson saw that shot coming. You'd see the shrug after the fact. As Whitby pulls within 1 on the 4-on-4. Give an assist to Pfeiffer, even though he didn't touch the ball there, from the huge pick taking care of it. 2 Beaches players and providing the traffic in front of Johnson. 40 seconds left in our 4-on-4. As Pfeiffer goes to set a pick again, back for Poitras. Poitras on the run, his shot, Johnson saves towards the outside, and a collision. They're chasing that loose ball. Back for Poitras. Anderson's gonna cut back and take it to the net. Faked far side, went back with the corner open. And that shot just over top of the crossbar. Anderson ran through the crease after the fact, so ball put up by the Beaches here. Pfeiffer stuck on defense as the penalty about to expire against Toronto, which will put them on the abbreviated 30-second power play. And a hit in front of the net takes down Miller. So fresh 30 here for the Beaches, and a long shot. Martin down and covering the line. Yes, indeed, it did stay out. And Whitby can take care of the end of the penalty to take us back to 5-on-5 with Toronto leading 4-3. Oldman taken to the floor. Low shot off the end boards, goes up and out of play from Trayson Stewart. And now the Beaches get it again. Martin makes that save and straight into the stick of Owen Tapper, who tries to lead the charge back the other way. Lucas, appreciate the help. We do have Fox on our scorecard, but checking the game sheet from the other night, should be Knox. Thank you. Getting the last goal, the third one of the game for Whitby. Called unassisted here in-house, 4-on-4. As look out there, Phoenix Lefebvre drilled into the boards and still being worked over here at the restraining line. And that'll put Johnson on the bench on the delayed penalty call. Nathan Pouliot back for Firth. Firth getting around Hickey, and we'll get the penalty call here as Lefebvre was drilled. And the officials will talk about it. Is it another 4? It's just going to be 2 for roughing here against Whitby, and here it comes. Oh, I'm kind of surprised, to be honest with you, that Lefebvre got up as quick as he did, but Beaches to their 4th power play of the game. Number one of those just a 30-second mark. Yet to score here on the man advantage. Yet to score in the period are the Beaches. As Hickey postures up in front of the Whitby defender on the far side. They'll make a one-man change in front of their bench. Firth, low shot there, skips past the net from Anderson. And we got a rugby scrum here looking for the loose ball. Pulled out by Hickey. That thought I heard a reset called for, but perhaps not, as now it is, as Whitby grabs what was the rebound off the shot, and Poitras down floor. And where's the ball? Is it underneath Johnson? Yes, it is. Another spectacular split save made from Will Johnson. And an 8-second violation. Another one of those rule changes here in the OJLL. 8 seconds to get across center. Called against the Beaches. And I believe it was Michael White with the pressure to get it back to Whitby with 5.5 to go. Coming up at intermission, highlights between Whitby and Oakville from the other night. Our coverage on Saturday, in case you missed it, and understand there were some people otherwise distracted the other night. As Jacob Hickey takes it up top. Fake shot from Robinson. Low one coming from Collison. Gonna say it did get a piece of Martin. As Hickey passed back to Miller, and it was in and out of the stick. Recovered though, and low save into the stick of Martin. Off the shot from David Anderson. Trayson Stewart here for Pfeiffer. He'll pass to Anderson. Now back to the far side, working to the net, and a shot from White. Gets caught up in Johnson again. Johnson shaking his head, but decent save as Perlin comes in and drilled. Shot waved off as Firth was driven into the crease. Look at the ball movement here from Whitby. Can't connect on that last pass. Intended there for Jake Darlison, and that's going to allow the Beaches to pick up and head back down floor. Josh Ferry. No help on the inside. So he goes all the way back up top. Dooley, quick pass for Palmer. Palmer, a couple big collisions there and feeding in the middle. Pouliot's got his second of the game. And the Beaches have their first of the period. Took 11 minutes and 14 seconds before Nathan Pouliot put one past Martin. And the goalie water break gives us a chance to say hi to Heather Azzarello. Apologize if that's incorrect. Cheering for Whitby from Ajax, just down the street. Ace Hill cheering Whitby on from Six Nations. Damon watching from Ayr. Richard from Nova Scotia. And the Mighty Decibel from Scarborough. Hello to everyone tuning in here live with 3.5 to go in our second period. Beaches get the face off and David Anderson quickly over to the far side for Firth. Grabbed an assist on that last goal as it's played back here for Miller. That shot blocked off a defender and now cleanly scooped up by Whitby, who have a man down floor. And pass from Tapper. Too hot to handle. Beaches are going to get called for an 8-second violation again. Just at the last second, it was pushed down floor and across the line. But it looked like for the second time, Beaches were hemmed in their own zone, and a late hit nearly caused the 8-second count. Johnson handles that Pfeiffer shot. Has a little stutter step there from Lefebvre. Phoenix Lefebvre all the way cross floor. Up top here is Zach Miller. Greg Palmer to the far side for Firth. Gets a screen there from Collison, who takes the shot on the return pass. And Martin with the save and handling the rebound. Tristan Demper's up and over center now. We near the 2-minute warning. Toronto did take a timeout in the first period. Whitby have both of theirs remaining in the bank here. Long range shot from Riley Knox. Again, we thank the correction. Played back for Poitras. Trayson Stewart was all alone in the middle, wanted the pass, but unable to get it there. Back up top for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer for Poitras. A swim move. Now around a screen. Ball out of the stick. Chased down here by Pfeiffer, who finds Poitras over the back. Shot, and Poitras went down awkwardly on the far side as the shot clock expired. And a bit of a hitch in the step there for Poitras on his way to the bench. Big hit in front of the Beaches bench on Sean McMahon, who gets up and looks to be okay, taking his spot in line as we hit the last minute of this second period. And Whitby scores. Pull within one in the last minute here on a bit of a weird bounce in behind. It looked like Johnson again. Another one that Johnson lost behind him. That's two in this period now. As Whitby's back within one, but as strong a game as Johnson's been having, that's twice. And look out, here is a big hit from Liam McKay after the initial contact. Does get the defender to the ground. And Toronto back to the penalty box with 39 seconds to go. A high stick will put Whitby on the power play for the second time. One of those, a 4-minute man advantage, which they eventually evened up in the last about 30 seconds or so. So we'll see if the Warriors can tie this up before the break. Anderson shifts to top spot. Played back for Darlison. Poitras. Look for Pfeiffer far side. Poitras to Darlison, takes the shot and a right arm save. Made there by Johnson. Rebound chased down by Pfeiffer, who checked the clock. Someone had already called timeout before that though, so we'll see if Caleb Martin goes to the bench. 6-on-4, not really a huge advantage in lacrosse. Although Martin is going to make the jog, and you see Sean Williams drawing up the play. Josh Morris watching from Owen Sound. And why not, Rob? We'll say hi to your brother as well. Reminder to subscribe to the JVI Sports Network channel. Like this video, share it around. You'll be more likely to get videos like it in your feed. And look for and subscribe to the OJLL, Ontario Junior Lacrosse League YouTube channel, as well as there will be a playlist popping up there with all of the games and other content as the season progresses, as we take you all the way to the Minto Cup, which is here in Ontario this year. Final shot now for Whitby, and they do go 6 attackers, but ball bouncing away and tipped before it went over center, I guess is what the officials are going to say, and nothing comes of the final shot there. So Toronto still with a lead, but just barely after 2 periods, 5-4 in favor of the Beaches. If you missed our coverage the other night, Whitby out at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center against Oakville. And here's what you missed from that game. Picked up here by Oakville. Big hit into the boards, and pardon me, Zach Kuhlman there, and the turnover and the goal. Whitby on the board early, the beneficiaries of that early penalty on the power play. About 2 minutes ago, the Warriors back to the man advantage. Keeping it high, the shot through traffic. Riley Knox will make it 2-0. Takes all of 13 seconds. Here for this season, part of the standardized rules across Ontario Lacrosse and in partnership with the NLL, is the shot from Anderson. Sneaks just over top the left pad of Walsh, who is going to call for a water break. 6-second difference, game penalty clock, shot clock, with 25 to work now for the Oakville man advantage. Sheehan in the corner, no look again. Oh, what a pretty play to Whitcomb. That's how you get on the board. They give the second assist to Tanner Cole on the first goal of the new season for the Oakville Buzz. Scored by Amos Whitcomb on the power play. Trayson Stewart gets the bounce pass. 5 on the shot clock now as they go back to Stewart. as that shot hits off the post in behind Martin. 3 minutes to go as Ben McDonnell will go for a run. McDonnell's low shot beats Walsh. Will slam on the brakes, cross crease. And that was off the stick of Scott Reed. 5 left in the Oakville shot clock. What a move to drag it past the defender. But no time for a shot before the 30 expires. Pfeiffer off the bench. Look at the ball movement here from the Warriors. It gets back for Pfeiffer, who's got 4. Sheehan taking top spot. Off to the right is right. First Sheehan again, quickly through the crease. The shot there, Martin the save. And the rebound picked up by Whitcomb. Sheehan and Whitcomb will switch spots. Quick return pass for Sheehan. What a nifty play there on the Oakville power play for their second of the game. Wright taking top spot this time, will leave for Sheehan. Down in the corner, good. Good cutting this time. Here's Durkatsu. A little bit of a drag of the foot to change the speed of that shot, and indeed they do have their third. See if the Buzz can keep rolling here. Their last couple power play goals have been pretty as Sheehan passes into the corner, too high for Malachi Good, who knocked down his man. Scott Reed being worked over. As here's the shot from Sheehan, who scores. And indeed, the Buzz do keep rolling as Sheehan goes back-to-back on the power play. Up for Lockyer. Lockyer in between 4 defenders. Ended up taking down the Whitby player as it gets back for Lockyer with 10 on the shot clock. Lockyer picks the corner. And Whitby's bench is upset that there wasn't a call. A screen there takes care of one Warrior player, and a swim move takes care of the other as it comes back for Cy Deer. Deer shot off the back. Looked like if Tristan Dempers out in the middle. Look out, Cole, the bounce shot through the legs of Martin. It looked like Oakville was just gonna run out the shot clock. Off the end boards, back for Knox. To the far side for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer spins, the shot, scores! The small little gaps that Parker Pfeiffer has managed to find in behind Aiden Walsh tonight. Back for Carey. And now Wright. Sheehan comes off the bench, halfway through the shot clock for Dong. Long shot for Lockyer. Oh, what a save from Martin, recovering last second. Whitcomb spins off first contact. Now Sheehan for Whitcomb again. Lots of movement on the left side of the floor. Whitcomb sending it cross crease. The quick stick from Malachi Good. Sean Williams making sure everything is absolutely as it should be as Cole rushes in. Down in the corner, a couple big collisions there, perhaps a high stick on Good, and now Whitcomb. None of them get called, and now it does as the arm goes high from Joel Furman. 20 seconds ago, shot, and no signal from anybody. It is a goal! And some pushing after the fact. Well, we'll have to take a look ourselves, but it appears, at least for the moment, your final score, 9-8 for the Whitby Warriors, despite the near Herculean come-from-behind effort from the Buzz. Again, we'll be back live on Tuesday night from Iroquois Sports Park in Whitby, the Warriors home opener. They'll have the Toronto Beaches. On behalf of our producer tonight, Gary Morrison, our director Chris Main, and the rest of our JVI crew and the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League, I'm Matthew Carrick saying good night from the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Hope to talk to you again on Tuesday. Ontario Junior Lacrosse League broadcasts are brought to you by the Ontario Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Makes sense. And their hashtag MilkUp campaign. For more information, visit new.milk.org. As the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League is thankful to have them back for a second season. And again, be sure to follow the OJLL on social media at the OJLL at JVI Video. Subscribe to this channel here where you're watching on JVI Sports Network. Give it a like and a notification. And do the same for the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League YouTube channel as well. So we watched the Toronto Beaches come out of their dressing room, and no Dylan Robinson to start this third period as the Beaches, shorthanded, take one quickly into the crease of Martin. And on the wrong side of center was Taylor Dooley, who's going to head off to the box right in front of Jeremy Bailey, threw the ball away and gets a delay of game call. So down two men are the Beaches now. And that'll be for 1 minute and 3 seconds. So safety valve up top is Jake Doolittle. On the crease, oh, it looked like Johnson had made the save. But that will be the tying goal there for Whitby. As we've got a 5-all score, the first power play marker for either team. quick stick, excuse me, there from Pfeiffer across to Anderson. And just not a whole lot that Will Johnson can do right there. Second goal of the game for Anderson. And third point for Pfeiffer. A 5-5 tie. Poitras taking top spot this time. They try the quick stick to Pfeiffer, who desperately threw it out in front of the net. In the direction of really nobody in particular, allowing Phoenix Lefebvre to run in and take a shot off Martin. Bouncing ball goes over a pair of players, now picked up by Whitby, who've got a 2-on-1. McDonnell back to the trailer, the shot kicked out by Johnson. Ben McDonnell, there for Pfeiffer, nearly threw it away. As there's under a minute left in the second penalty, that delay of game call against Taylor Dooley. As Knox will set up again, down in the corner for Poitras. Too hard there for Pfeiffer. And got knocked into and lost his stick in the process. Cross center comes Caden Hewitt. Passing to Collison. Matt Collison gonna wait it out as the double team shifts across the floor. Collison, couple big whacks there late in the shot clock. It expired before the toe save by Martin. And that should do it for this Whitby power play, but they do get their first extra man marker of the game to tie it 5-5. On their fourth opportunity, they had a 4-minute power play. They've had a 5-on-3. And finally, our first special teams goal as Pfeiffer's shot is saved. Quickly up the floor for Sean McMahon. 4 power plays for the Beaches as well. One of those a abbreviated 30-second power play. As Anderson crashes into the fray. Trying to work around a screen now is Palmer. Back for Firth. Firth gets a screen in front of him and no time for the shot. As it was Hickey there to create the space. Kobe Hanser now heads off. A couple comments in the chat. Fans of Kobe Hanser tonight. Cutter did not get that pass through, so the shot clock under 10 now. Here for Poitras. Tristan Stewart. Pfeiffer for Poitras. And the 30 runs out there on Whitby. Dan May over center. Firth now. Back for Collison. His low shot as Firth takes 2 Whitby players to the floor along with him. Caleb Martin, a pair of nice saves. As Doolittle back the other way. Whitby still waiting for Lucas Littlejohn as well, who is on his way to Saskatchewan. Play for the Canadian Junior Hockey League Championship with the Pickering Panthers. 4-3 last-minute win in the Ontario Junior Hockey League Championship series over the Toronto Junior Canadiens in Game 7. What a series that was, including a double overtime where Littlejohn said he played over 40 minutes. Here's Firth to the far side, cutting to the cage, and Martin there to make the save on Nathan Pouliot in the bid for his hat trick. And 8 seconds as Peyton Wallace threw on the brakes just before center. And that gives an opportunity for Josh Ferry to high step near the face-off circle. Ball here for Firth. Willem Firth pushed out of the corner. Big pick from Hickey, and couldn't handle the return pass on his way to the net as we played 5.5 here in a third period that's tied at 5-all. Outside for Pfeiffer. Fakes back to the inside. A one-hand shovel pass to the far boards for Poitras, who returns to Jack Oldman. Oldman fell and took his defender with him, and Darlison will just lift it down towards Johnson, who doesn't get all the way. Before the shot clock expires. Beach is set up again. Here's Firth. Out to the outside, Collison. Firth sets a big pick. There was a clean passing lane open for Greg Palmer. The ball never got there, though. As now Whitby and Owen Tapper into the attacking zone. Tapper cutting to the net. They go to the trailer instead. It's Darlison. Where's the ball? Caught up in the equipment of Will Johnson. Beaches across center. Phoenix Lefebvre. On the run, Hickey nearly stuffed it in, and they do call for the reset as Firth sends it to the far side. Back for Collison. Dangerous left side of the offense with the two big bodies of Hickey and Collison, and then we've seen what Firth can do with a stick in his hands. Stick out of the hands of defender Tapper, and did he grab a tug as the arm is high from the official? Two-man collision on the far side. It'll be touched up here by Martin, and we will get the penalty call. Beaches to their 5th power play of the game. Jeremy Bailey with the infraction. 2 for holding the stick. And again, Tapper had the stick knocked out of his hands, so down in the corner, just too easy without the stick in your hands to grab on, and that's what happened. Beach has a chance to retake the lead here. Firth, top spot, and that shot hits off a defender. Picked up cleanly by Scott Reed, who had all kinds of bodies around him. Still got it to Poitras, who spins off coverage. And that shot didn't get through, and there's 5 Beaches players, 6 on the floor. And we'll get a goalie water break here. It's actually going to be Whitby that gets the call as they came in over center. So after Toronto went down 5-on-3, late in that second period, it's now Whitby back to the box with a pair of guys in there. Trayson Stewart coming over to serve the minor infraction. Taylor Dooley will stay up at center for this set. Hickey to the crease for Firth. Look at the ball movement there as it ended up on the stick of Zach Miller and off the crossbar. Firth, or maybe not, as the shot clock continues to tick down. That one does hit Martin as Firth got the 30 and ran through the crease. He didn't like that the call was made by the trail official. And now Time for Peyton Wallace to try and kill off what is less than a minute of 5-on-3 time, and only got it down to about 50 seconds. As here's Dooley for Hickey. Jacob Hickey will bounce it to Collison, just outside the fan. Looking for Palmer on the far side. Collison's no-look pass intended for Palmer. Bounces back for Miller, the shot, as Collison got it back. Beaches will retake the lead, and they're still gonna have power play time. So it'll be the no-look miss pass, and triangle opens up a little bit. And Collison shoots through a pair of defenders, it looks like. Not a whole lot that Caleb Martin can do there. As Collison has the power play goal, the first one of the game for the Beaches, who lead 6-5.
Assistant number 5, Miller. Colson for Miller. Time that power play goal, 9:01.
And that is the 9th Beaches player with a point in this game. Oh, look out there as Martin went low and the ball floated past the defender. Had to throw the stick back up at it. 9 different players getting points off 6 goals for this Beaches squad. Under 10 to go in the power play. Warriors can take it all the way down here. That's what Pfeiffer's trying to do. And Parker Pfeiffer stripped at the last minute by Dan May. Played up here for Sheldon Broughton. Broughton trying to find Phoenix Lefebvre, and that pass went too far. So here's Whitby again. They played from behind most of this game, and they're down by 1 again. 6-5 here in the back half of the third period. All alone on the crease. How many moves was that from Jack Oldman? But Johnson goes with all of them. Sean McMahon. Through Jack Parolin. Here's Collison, and now Willem Firth. Firth to Palmer, to Collison, low shot. Martin the save. Collison will chase his own rebound to the outside boards, where he's met by a double team, and now Tapper grabbing the loose ball off to the races will stop as the defense of the Beaches gets there, and over and back. I thought he might have got it away in time, but Jeremy Bailey disagrees as the trailer from the Beaches bench. Oh, Martin made the save. He was way out of position. Come on. The goaltending at both sides tonight. Firth for Riley, knocks the shot there on Johnson, who hangs on. I think that caught him, yeah, up under the chin. But looks to be okay, as here's Jacob Hickey again. High pass for Collison. Far side, calling for it the entire way was Anderson. Ended up firing it high off the end glass. Here comes Whitby in a strip of the stick and the ball and everything else from the defender coming off the bench. Under 8 to play in regulation. Poitras, far side Darlison. He'll go across to top. Stewart set the pick, trying to return it for Stewart. Cleanly intercepted. Beaches had a 2-on-1. Gonna take it the entire way is Phoenix Lefebvre, who gets tugged onto by Darlison. Lefebvre lost the ball, now gets it back. And the net will be emptied down to our left, but It'll be a holding call against Whitby for the 6th power play of the game here against the Whitby Warriors. .725 to go in regulation of a 1-goal game, 6-5 for the Beaches, who will go back to the power play. We remind you again of the social media handles at the OJLL and at JVI Video, as play's been whistled in here from Johnson down to the left. And Jeremy Bailey not wasting any time. Those will be the social media handles where the rest of our schedule will be announced. I believe the shot clock count is down on the floor as the clock was late starting as Collison's shot hits off the left arm of Martin. Beaches grab the rebound. Hickey, no room to shoot. Pass around the back for Firth. This is Hickey up top. This is Collison from the shooter spot, does just that. And Martin there to make the save. Doolittle, cross center. Into Knox, headed off the bench. Knox facing a double team in the corner. Josh Ferry in there for the Beaches, as is Caden Hewitt. And one of those two knocked it free, and now it's a 3-on-2 in along the boards. One out though by Poitras, who one hand shovels it towards Johnson and gets the reset. And the sticks come out over on the Warriors bench, appreciating this penalty killing effort. Anderson to the outside, leaving there for Poitras. Pick set by Knox, who will now head off the floor. Poitras left alone, cuts back, backpedals, takes the shot, and Johnson with the save and stumbling at the side of the net. And Mason Blacktop now, who's hobbling over to the Beaches bench. Reminder that Dylan Robinson was helped off the floor in that second period, did not return for the third. Looks like Blacktop going to take his spot in line as Firth finds Hickey cutting through. And the shot off of Martin and up out of play. Final few seconds of this Beaches power play. 1 for 6 now on the night, as Toronto set up again. Screen came from Anderson, but stumbling was Miller, as now Darlison in behind everybody on the crease, and Johnson sends it into the left corner. Whew. Nifty play with the stick there, as Zach Miller passed it behind his own back. Ben McDonnell posturing up. Ball to Palmer, in on the shot, and he went low on Martin, who put the stick there and stacked the pads to keep it out. Under 5 to go in regulation. 8-second violation against the Warriors. That's the 3rd time tonight, as now Dan May runs into it. And Whitby just caught a couple times, a little nonchalant, getting it up over the timeline. Firth in the corner. Out to the far side, back for Hickey. Willem Firth returned again, under 10 on the shot clock. That hit off a defender before finding Martin. Room to run, and this time clearing the 10 count is Tapper. Owen Tapper for Pfeiffer. Parker Pfeiffer wants the rip, gets it off of Johnson and into the screening. So fresh 30 here, under 4 to go in regulation time. Played back for Oldman. Jack Oldman's shot hits Johnson, but the rebound still controlled by Whitby, as Anderson gets it back for Oldman again. Pfeiffer coming up to set a pick. To Poitras, who pops out of the pile. Around the pick from Stewart was Anderson. And it was Phoenix Lefebvre that got a piece of it, and a 2-on-1 here for the Beaches. Led by Lefebvre. Passes back to the near side, and Josh Ferry had to circle back away from the crease. Ball now loose in the corner. Lefebvre is in there. And as Martin comes out to set the screen, it's going to be Whitby coming up with it, but they pass it away down floor. Picked up by May. And Dan May down into attacking territory where Jack Parolin gives for Collison. He finds Hickey off the bench. Out in front, the shot from Pouliot again. Looking for that hat trick, under 5 on the shot clock. Will Hickey get one? It just skipped wide of Martin. The offense team was already mostly off the floor as it bounces back for Poitras. 2.5 to go. Parker Pfeiffer to the far side. Anderson, and a penalty coming here to the Beaches. Martin to the bench. Poitras is going to wait for the extra attacker. Under 10 on the shot clock. It's Oldman, the extra man, to the crease. The shot! And I think it was just wide of Johnson, who's asking, I think, for a water break here. As the penalty box door will open again for the 5th time against the Beaches. Michael Anderson, the only goal on the power play so far. Excuse me, Knox has one as well. So 2 of the 5 coming with the man advantage. As we've got 2:15 to go. Golden opportunity here for Whitby. Quick chance to shut out Calgary tuning in as well. Off the end boards, a bouncer back for Poitras from his knees. Working around the horn here are the Warriors. Under 5 on the shot clock, and a clean block there from the shot of Poitras. Believe it was Taylor Dooley again. He's been doing yeoman's work over on the defensive side of the ball for the Beaches tonight. Beaches will play the majority of the game short-handed as tripped up, now spinning back is David Anderson. Remember the goal he scored in the first period with players all over him, and the chin straps come loose, so he's got to give up possession. Patty, I see you and I appreciate you, buddy. Knox, look out there. The hidden ball play works to perfection. We're all tied up and no one really quite sure where it came from. Oh, Gary, you're all over it. It was dropped to Poitras, who just let fire from up top. And just like that, we're all tied up as Pfeiffer and Poitras worked the hidden ball play to perfection. Pfeiffer's 3rd assist of the game. They pull the trick out of the hat as we near the final minute of play. And this is an important face-off, and you can tell based on the battle. Won by Hickey, who paid for it. And here's Lefebvre running into the corner. Played back for Jacob Hickey. Hickey now feeding Collison. Both teams do have a timeout here in the period. Only one to play with for both sides, however. Toronto took one in the first. Whitby took one in the second. As this will be an over and back call against the Beaches. With Peyton Wallace down floor, and Whitby will burn their timeout here with exactly 30 on the clock. In a tie game, they'll bring Caleb Martin out. What a game here at Iroquois Park Sports Center. Whitby, I don't believe they've led the entire game. Trying to check notes here. If they did, it was briefly by 1. But have mostly played from behind the entire way in an even contest. And, well, we talked about it early. Whitby scored in overtime to knock the Beaches out of the bubble tournament last year. And these two teams building quite the rivalry over the last year or so. Ball starts in the corner for Pfeiffer, who immediately goes all the way back up top for Jack Oldman. Whitby playing for last shot here with the net empty. Oldman gonna let it tick all the way down, 15 now. Waiting again for that 7 or 8. Beaches try and force the issue on the far side. Here comes Pfeiffer to Anderson, and Johnson hangs on for the save, and no rebound either. 3 seconds left on the clock, and I think Toronto's gonna use their timeout. So we'll see if they bring Johnson to the bench for, it's gonna be a quick shot if they get one here for Riley O'Connor. He used the word challenge. I counted it 7 times in the interview that we did with him. Looking forward to the challenge. The team is expecting a challenge. This is the best league to play in, and they're going to start a long way from the net. This is going to be one heck of a play if they're to do it here, or are we headed for extra time yet again? Launched down floor. Oh man, it was on goal too. Oh boy. Skips off of Martin and up out of play. We're gonna take a 2-minute break before we bring you back for overtime from the Iroquois Park Sports Center. Another thriller between the Beaches and the Warriors here on the JVI Sports Network in Ontario Junior Lacrosse League action.
Full offense out here, starting with who else but Dyson Williams. Dyson Williams with the shot and scores! Dyson Williams ends it for the Whitby Warriors. And they clinch a playoff spot in the East. And first place is...
That is the overtime winner from last year. Dyson Williams, the hero, not here this evening, but we still have overtime coming up in about 30 seconds. That from the bubble Junior A tournament. Haha, we were wondering when this check-in would come. Ben Mitchell watching from Philly, I knew you would be. We thank you for long time coverage. And Herring Curlers, you're going to have to follow those social media channels at JVI Video, at the OJLL, pardon me, as more information throughout the summer will be forthcoming. And we're underway, a full 10-minute overtime. Timeout called here by Whitby. I might have to grab my rule book here. You never want to look up overtime rules before the game starts because it's a bad harbinger of things to come, but with 4 seconds gone here. Sudden victory overtime during regular season. There you go. Overtime periods are 10 minutes in length and teams do not change ends. An illegal substitution penalty in overtime will result in a penalty shot awarded. During league play, if the game is tied at the end of regulation, the first team to score in overtime will win. So Whitby calling that timeout to set up their play to see if history will repeat itself. It will be Parker Pfeiffer. So my apologies off the top there, one of the rule changes that I missed. As Pfeiffer will set up to Anderson. Quickly in the corner, all the lefties have touched it now as they get it back here for Michael White. Only one did not touch it, does so now, it's Knox. Back through Poitras now, Anderson, low shot, rebound! High shot over top of Johnson. Still fighting over this loose ball again, and knocked down was the Beaches player. Toronto will get possession. Hard check along the boards for Lefebvre. Phoenix Lefebvre leaves for Willem Firth. Firth down in the corner, shot clock running out. It's played back for Firth, needs to hurry, doesn't get there in time. And that ball nearly ended up, oh, look out, it does end up in the crowd in behind the Whitby bench. John Wheeler called Poitras, and you can hear the defense call out where the ball was, not wanting to get fooled again, but not having to worry about it. Look at the speed coming in here for the Beaches. Oh boy, huge hit on Liam McKay as Martin made the save, and McKay's gonna stay on the floor sprinting all the way back. Tristan Dempers picks up, but the clock expires there on Whitby. I believe their 8-second count. The officials were signaling shot clock, but either way, Matt Collison here for Firth, a sidearm shot through, and I don't know if that ever touched Martin, but Whitby picks up and get knocked down again. Firth, cross floor, back, spinning, firing is Robert Anderson, excuse me. And the rebound picked there by Martin, and the Warriors will get it up over center and get a tired defense off the floor. Here's Pfeiffer. Collision there, knocked it away from Poitras. Played back, look out here, Hickey got lined up by Pfeiffer. Hickey can't chase down the loose ball though, as now it'll be run into by Owen Tapper. 2 minutes and 20 seconds gone in this overtime period. Pfeiffer. Back across for Poitras. Stewart and Oldman setting screens as it bounces back up top. Josh Ferry past everybody, the shot, it's in! Ferry, the hero! As the Beaches will win 7-6. Or will they? Officials discussing. No goal is signaled. Quick look here as Ferry rushes in. Did that not? Did that what? Are they saying it didn't go in, or is there's no crease violation? That ball looks like it's in to me. Oh boy, that's an interesting no call. I would love to hear what the explanation was for that one not being called, because definitely looked like it was in. Officials are going to talk again. That gets through the legs of Martin and hits the back net. And no crease violation on the play. This is a very important discussion here again in sudden death overtime, and Sean Williams is going to get an explanation. Well, that he gave that up pretty quickly. Riley O'Connor, I don't think, is going to be as satisfied. Although Damon Edwards didn't really have much to say either, so wow. Whitby been given another opportunity. Here's Anderson. For Knox. Poitras drilled into the crease. Warriors have to wait for him to get out. Under 10 on the shot clock now is Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer finds Poitras, who circled the net over the shoulder, and Johnson makes the save. Rebound picked up by the Beaches. It's Josh Ferry. Thought he had scored only minutes ago. Ferry with another chance. Bounces it all the way back up top for Hickey. Hickey for Firth off the bench. Collison found him. Now to the far side for Anderson. Feeding out in front. Hickey turned all around. Hickey back for Firth. The shot is late. Shot clock definitely went that time as Martin hung on. Played back to Kobe Hanser. Oldman. And Knox. Cross for Anderson. Looking to get it back up top for Darlison. It was bounced away, still bouncing, and the Beaches are going to run into it. Taking off down floor was Dan May, and Toronto will call their overtime timeout with 5:55 to go. Trying to read up here what happens if this 10 minutes expire. So don't see anything there, but if it is sudden victory, we might be here a while. It's because I said earlier the game was going by quickly. 5:55 to go, and the Beaches outside of their timeout. We'll see what Riley O'Connor has drawn up. Will Johnson is between the pipes, so traditional 5-on-5 set here. With Hickey crashing in the middle. Firth, far side catching with Anderson. They put it down in the corner. There for Palmer. Knocked down and the ball's free. Look out, here come the Warriors. They're gonna have a breakaway. Ben McDonnell shoots and scores! Whitby does it again! "7-6 will be your final." Toronto thought they had it on a goal from Ferry, but the hero tonight is Ben McDonnell. On a night where goals were hard to come by, how about a defensive play to win it? Around the screen, McDonnell knocks his man down, strips the ball, and takes off untouched. And there's your overtime winner, Ben McDonnell, and the Whitby Warriors 7-6 again. As the Warriors beat Toronto for the second straight time in their matchup in overtime, and you can see the respect between these two teams. Wow, what a game. What a game. How about one more time, the overtime winner for Ben McDonnell. On behalf of our director tonight, Chris Main, and our producer, Gary Morrison, a final reminder to subscribe to the YouTube channels of both the JVI Sports Network and the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League. I'm Matthew Carrick saying good night from Whitby. Hope you enjoyed that one. We'll talk to you next time.